shoes. Can you
This
call
call is
him an
now
artist?
Riddle.
Yes, if he does it perfectly well. Okay, children.
Yes, if he has this
So,
same skill and pride in this his trade as any other artist and the same respect for
louder,
it.
louder, please. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes, if he has the same skill and pride in his trade as any other artist and the same
okay, he
respect
can
for it
also.
too. Mr. Glaser, a German shoemaker settled in London.
Okay, very good answer. So he can be called also an artist. So artist means he has some skill. Without skill, so the artist
तनिष्क अपने को
produces a
म्यूट कर
paint.
ले.
Okay, so the artist produces one painting by using the colors. Okay, so by using the colors, the artist creating one painting. So the shoemaker also can be called an artist if he does his work perfectly well. Okay, so the shoemaker also can be called one artist if he does his work perfectly well. So please open page number 71 from the honeycomb. So today, children, we will read about one bootmaker. His name is Mr. Gessler. So Mr. Gessler is the shoemaker. So his name is Mr. Gessler. So originally he is German, but he settled in England. Okay, originally he is not an Englishman. So he belongs to Germany, but he settled in England. The author had the occasion to visit him many times. So the author is describing his experience of dealing with Mr. Gessler, and he considers Mr. Gessler as a perfect artist. So if one artist needs skill, one artist takes pride in his work due to his skill. So in that sentence, in that context, Mr. Gessler is a perfect artist. So we will start the story. Just you open page number 71. So Mr. Gessler, a German shoemaker settled in London, is a perfect artist. So we should read the story. So please open page number 71. Okay, children. Please open page number 71. Okay. So who was Mr.
Sir,
Gessler?
can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Gessler is a German, but he settled
सर
in
चिब्बी वाला पोएम तो हुआ ही नहीं था.
because poem we need only one period, but this story needs 4-5 periods. In your half yearly
Okay,
exam,
sir.
this is in the syllabus. So I started it first. Understood? Because
Sir?
Chibi will, yes.
Sir, the story name is Quality.
What happened?
Sir, this story, his name is Quality.
This
Yes.
story will be taught first
स्टोरी
because
का नाम ही क्वालिटी है.
before that 2 poems we have to complete. We can complete in 2 periods. That's why the story. Understood? So, who is Mr.
Okay,
Gessler?
sir.
Gessler is a German shoemaker. He is originally from Germany, but he settled in England. So the author happened to visit him many times and has great appreciation for Mr. Gessler as a shoemaker. That's why he considers him as a perfect artist. Who? The author. The author considers him as a perfect artist because of his skill. And Mr. Gessler also takes certain pride in his skill as a shoemaker. Correct? Now you see in his talk also something strange is there, not actually English, because it is not his mother tongue. So he speaks peculiarly. Who? Mr. Gessler. Okay, we will start the text. So I knew him from the days of my extreme youth because he made my father's boots. He lived with his elder brother in his shop, which was in a small by street in a fashionable part of London. So by street means by lane. So you see in the big cities, there will be lanes and by lanes. So Mr. Gessler made his shop in a by lane of London city. And the author is telling that I knew him from my youth. So from his young days, he knew him. How? Because Mr. Gessler made boots for the author's father. And who was living with Mr. Gessler? His elder brother. So the two brothers had opened one shop in the bylane of London city where they were making boots. Clear? Page number 71, you please see. First paragraph. The author is telling that he knew Mr. Gessler from childhood, from early youth. How? Because Mr. Gessler had made boots for his father. And Mr. Gessler was living there with his elder brother in a bylane. In a by street means bylane of in the city of London. Okay, in the city, no, there are many lanes and bylanes. Lane is main lane and bylane means small lanes. That in Hindi they are called gully. So Mr. Gessler had his shop in one bylane of London city. Shall we proceed to second? The shop had a quite distinction. Distinction means it is somewhat different from other shops. Distinction means its features. Quite means calm and quiet. So generally in a shop, what will you see? People will be sitting, they will be talking, there will be sound of different tools and beating of hammer, all this will be there. But that shop was distinct. Distinct means it was different from other shops. Okay, it has a distinction. From distinct, the word distinction has come. The shop was different from other shops. And it was quiet. Quiet means there was no noise. Less noise was there in the shop. There was no sign upon in other the name of Gessler Brothers. Generally, what happens? Big signboards people put to attract the customers. Big boards. But there was nothing except Gessler Brothers. Nothing else was written. So some people they advertise more and work less. But they were hard-working people. They did not put much advertisement. Only one small board was there in which it was mentioned Gessler Brothers. Okay. And in the window of a few pair of boots, he made only what was ordered and what he had made never to fail to fit. To make boots, such boots as he made, seemed to me then and still seem to me mysterious and wonderful. So one unique feature Mr. Gessler had, that his boots always fitted perfectly, and they never make boots which are not ordered. On order only they will make boots. And one quality of the Gessler Brothers was that whatever boots they made, these boots never failed to fit, means always fitting perfectly. Whoever ordered the boots never complained. Never complained because always the boots were perfectly fitting. Okay. So the Gessler Brothers had a reputation. Reputation as the good cobblers. So you know a person who makes shoes is called a cobbler. So Mr. Gessler Brothers had a reputation as good bootmakers. Clear? I remember well of my shy remarks. Shy means some type of shyness is mixed because you know bold remark means telling boldly and abruptly. Shyly means just some fumbling some words or telling something for the sake of telling, not insisting type. That is called shy remarks. One day, while stretching out to him in my youthful foot, is not it awfully hard to do, Mr. Gessler? So, awfully means it is a very difficult task to do. That was the author's remark. So the author is recalling one incident when he visited the Gesslers and he gave a remark, he gave a comment that Mr. Gessler, is not it a hard work? Awfully means it is a very difficult work to do. And his answer given with the sudden smile from out of the redness of his beard, it is an art. Id means it. I did. So it. So because as I told you, he is a German and he speaks English. So the English is a little bit strange. So he tells for it, he tells id. Id is. It is. N ARDTR. ARDTR means art. See the English of Mr. Gessler. Okay, why he speaks like this? Because he is a German. He speaks English with difficulty, and by pronunciation also, the pronunciation seems little bit strange. Because when we are Indians, again North Indians, South Indians, they pronounce English differently. Similarly, Mr. Gessler was explaining in German, and that was mixed with English. It was sounding strange. आपको क्या करना है, ये वीडियो में एक चीज कर दे रहा हूँ. Thank you. Okay, just have a break for 2 minutes, children. Tonight hours are over.
Sir,
Just okay. So I will be
sir, your
continuing. You
video
see
is
the book.
freezing.
Okay, video you don't bother. Just you listen the voice. Now it's clear, no?
Okay,
Just
sir.
you wait. Listen
Yes,
the
sir.
voice only. Some work is going on. You may not see the video. Okay. So it was not possible to go to him very often. His boots lasted terribly. Terribly means आपको इसको जाना है, ठीक है, तो जाके आपको जाना है, ठीक है भैया, हो जाएंगे सारे. वीडियो मिरर है, ठीक. अच्छा, हमेशा ये आएगा ऑप्शन या कुछ करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, हाँ, थैंक यू. Okay, children, see the third paragraph. Okay, so it was not possible to go to him very often. Means many times there was no need to go. Why? Because his boots were always fitting perfectly. So often and always. So you will not visit a shoemaker always. Often you will go. But Mr. Gessler is such a shoemaker. You need not go to him at all. Why? Because there will be no complaint about the shoes. Once he makes the boots, there will be no complaint. So there was no need to go to him. Very often his boots lasted terribly, having something beyond the temporary, some essence of boots stitched into them. Temporary means for a short time. The boots were permanent. Why? Because he was a good boot maker. His boots always fitted perfectly, And once you make a boot with Mr. Gessler, there will be no complaint. That's why the author is telling there was no need to go to him again and again. Please open page number 72. Please open, children. Clear? No? Third paragraph. Anything you could not follow, you tell me. So, fourth paragraph I am starting now. One went on not in most shops, but restfully as one enters a church and sitting on a single wooden chair, waited. Okay. So, visiting Mr. Gessler, visiting Mr. Gessler's shop is like visiting the church. You know, they are Christians, they go to church. So suppose you go to the temple, what is the atmosphere inside? Calm and quiet. No unnecessary talk or noise. Similarly, if you go to his shop, if you go to the shop of Mr. Gessler, same type of atmosphere you will feel there. Okay. One went in. If you go in, one went in means go, went, gone. So if you go in, what will you feel? A very good atmosphere. Not in most shops, but in the most shops there will be noise. But how his shop was different? Because there was no noise at all. No unnecessary noise, no unnecessary talk, only work, silent work. So Mr. Gessler was a good worker and a silent worker. Okay. But restfully, as one enters a church and sitting on the single wooden chair, waited. A guttural sound. Guttural sound means harsh and grating sound, and the tip top of his slippers beating the narrow wooden stairs, and he would stand before one without coat, a little bent, in leather apron, with sleeves turned back, blinking. So this is the work dress. So while working, no, he wore one apron. Who? Mr. Gessler. So if you visit his shop, what will you see? And what is the, how will you feel? This is being described. You will feel the guttural noise, a harsh noise, because in suno you have to use different kinds of tools, cutting, beating, okay, and pulling, all this noise. And that was a cabin, wooden cabin. So in that, whenever he walks, the noise of his slippers. Second one. Third one, the way he bends. He is bends. Sometimes he bends, sometimes he straightens up, sometimes he bends. So this is his regular work. And wearing one leather apron. Always on work, no, he used one apron. Okay. Before one without coat, a little bent in leather apron, while sleeves turned back. Sleeves means these hands are folded. Sleeves, you know, in full set. People fold their hands when they do work. This is called half sleeve, and that is full sleeve. So the sleeves are folded because his hands should be free for working. Okay. And with the sleeves turned back, blinking, as if awakened from some dream of boots. Blinking means putting the eyelids again opening. So blinking. Blinking, you know, closing the eyelids and opening. So it was the regular feature in the shop of Mr. Gessler. So the atmosphere was very sacred and silent. Sacred means holy, silent, no noise. Okay. So the atmosphere inside the shop of Mr. Gessler was holy and no noise. Unwanted noise was not there. So he maintained it. Once you go there, you will feel that you are going to some church. That kind of atmosphere is being maintained by Mr. Gessler. Okay. Shall we go to fourth? And I would say, how do you do, Mr. Gessler? Could you make me a pair of Russian leather boots? Without a word, he would leave me retiring when she came. Whence means whenever. So, whenever he came, he, without uttering word, he will stretch the measurement thing for before you. You give the measurement of your shoes. Or into other portion of the shop, and I could continue to rest in the wooden chair, inhaling the incense of his trade. Incense means smell. So in the leather shop, there will be smell of leather and chemicals. So he will give the wooden like thing to you. You will remove your slippers or boots and keep your feet over it. Soon he would come back, holding his hand in a piece of gold brown leather with eyes fixed on it. He would remark, "What a beautiful piece! Piece is piece." Piece means what? Small part. So he, as I told you, he is a German. He speaks English. So there is some strange kind of pronunciation. So he tells piece to piece. Piece means small parts. Okay. When I too had admired it, he would speak again. When do you want them? Want them. Want. 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 Then them. Them is them. Try to understand it. This is a German accent. German accent. German accent mixed with English. He speaks in that language. And I would answer, "Oh, as soon as you conveniently can." And he would say, "Tomorrow, fortnight." Ford, F-O-R-D. And fortnight means within 15 days. N-I-G-H-D. N-I-G-H-D. Fortnight. So fortnight means what? 15 days. So he will ask me means whom? The author. You want it tomorrow or you want within 15 days? So this is the manner of his speaking English. Or if he were his elder brother, I will ask my brother. Brother means brother. B-R-U-D-D-E-R. Brother is brother. Sometimes,
सर
yes,
सर हमें क्या ये लिखना है?
you write down because you will not understand that German and English. Okay, I will otherwise make a table and write down all these German words and English words. Okay,
सर in the assignment.
not assignment. It is nothing. Just I am writing for your clarification. For brother, he is telling brother. For fortnight, he is telling fortnight. Okay. So want. Want, he is telling for want. Them. He is telling them for them. As I told you, originally he is a German, but he settled in England. But he could not spell the English words perfectly. That's why he tells like this. Originally, he is German. He settled in England. So his pronunciation of English is like this. So for them, he tells them. For want, he tells want. For fortnight, he tells fortnight. Brother, he tells brother. For brother. So these are the words spoken by Mr. Gessler. Okay. And he worries, I will ask my brother. Then I would murmur, "Thank you, good morning, Mr. Gessler. Good morning." He would reply, still looking at the leather in his hand. And as I moved to the door, I would hear the tip top of his slippers going up the stairs to his dream of boots. So he only simply tells good morning and becomes busy with his work. So Mr. Gessler, some tips I will write down. You please note down. It will be easy to understand the text if you note them down. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Gessler is a German bootmaker who settled in London City.
Sir,
Yes,
are you writing it like a summary?
like summary main points I am writing.
Okay, sir.
Okay. He is a perfect bootmaker and his boots lasted long. So there was no complaint from any customer regarding the quality of the boots Mr. Gessler made. There was no scope for complaint. So there was no scope because whenever he made boots, all the boots fitted perfectly. So nobody has complained against Mr. Gessler. He did no advertisement. Nowadays people are dying for advertisement, but he did no advertisement. No advertisement was there, and simply showed skill in work. So he believed in work, not in advertisement. Who? Mr. Gessler. Mr. Gessler believed in work, no advertisement. So
Sir, please tilt the camera right side.
no need, I think. And one word is missing. And you write perfect bootmaker and his boots lasted long. This much only. One. This is and. Only and is there.
We have to write
Other things
summary
seen
or
not totally. Okay. His English accent. Accent means manner of speaking. Was peculiar. Why it was peculiar? Because originally he is a German. He speaks English. So his English accent was peculiar. His shop was holy. We will write sacred. Sacred and white. Like a church.
Sir,
So this much we knew about Mr. Gessler and his work and his shop.
sir,
Yes,
sir,
please
what
tell.
you have written, after
Any doubt is there? The author knew him.
sir, सर आपने स्कोप फॉर के बाद क्या लिखा है
Which one? His
सर स्कोप
Complaint.
scope for
Complaint.
complaint. COMPLAINT complaint. मतलब कंप्लेन करने का कोई स्कोप नहीं था. हमेशा जो बूट बनाते थे परफेक्टली बनाते था. Okay. His boots were perfect. The author knew him. From his early youth. The author knew him from his early youth. So, page number 72 and 73.
Sir,
We have
what you have written after advertisement?
advertisement.
And
He did no advertisement and simply showed his skill. Simply showed his skill. His you add. His skill in work. Showed his skill in work. Okay.
सर
Yes.
पिक्यूलर का मतलब क्या होता है?
Which one?
सर पिक्यूलर.
Sacred.
No sir, peculiar. That is written
Peculiar
on.
means अनकॉमन जैसे दूसरों से अलग है. Peculiar क्योंकि वो ब्रदर, he is telling brother to brother. Okay. Them he is telling. Them. Brother he is telling. Is not it peculiar? It is
his
peculiar.
English was not perfect, we can say.
Yes, because he originally he is German, so his English accent is peculiar. He speaks
Yes,
English
sir.
in a peculiar way.
Hmm.
Okay, okay, children. Any other doubt is there? You tell. Tomorrow we will continue 74
No
page.
doubt, sir.
Sir, sir,
Yes,
what you
yes.
have written after his English accent was
His English accent was peculiar. Peculiar. Peculiar मतलब for brother he is telling brother. For them he is telling them. Okay. So it is peculiar, no. His shoe was. His sock
Means
was.
its English was not perfect.
Yes, English. You cannot say perfect or imperfect because when we speak English, it is not our mother tongue. There is always
Yes, sir.
influence of mother tongue. So we cannot speak like English speakers.
Sir, his English accent was different.
Yes, accent will be different according to your mother tongue. No, mother tongue influence will be there in the accent. The way you tell and I tell English, no, I speak, it will be different. Because your mother tongue is Hindi, my mother tongue is Oriya. So naturally, when we speak, no, the accent will be different when we speak English.
Sir, do you mean that he mixed the English and German?
He was German, but he settled in England. Originally, he was
He
German.
वो थोड़ी थोड़ी इंग्लिश बोल सकता था, पर उतनी
yeah.
अच्छी नहीं बोल सकता था जितनी इंग्लिशमैन बोल सकता है.
Maybe, who knows?
यस सर,
Okay, any other
स्टोरी
doubt
पढ़
is
के तो
there?
यही लग रहा है.
Any other doubt is there?
नो
So
सर.
tomorrow we'll continue. Okay, children?
sir, please side. Sir, please side.
Okay. Just you note down.
Noted, sir.
Okay, very
Noted,
good.
sir.
Tomorrow we'll continue the same text.
Complete, sir.
Okay.
Noted, sir.
बाय सर.
Okay. Okay, please note down.
बाय सर. टाटा सर.
Okay, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, children.
सर आज आपका नेट अच्छा नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ.
सर आज आपका नेट अच्छा नहीं आ रहा, वीडियो फ्रीज हो रही है आपकी.
हाँ?
वीडियो
ओ।
बार बार फ्रीज हो रही है. फ्रीज.
यस सर, सबके
Short हो
साथ
गया.
ऐसा ही हो रहा है.
Okay,
सर
children,
आपका
shall I-
बहुत हमेशा
So I
ब्लर
am
रहता है,
cutting
बस
the link.
2-3
You
मिनट
have
या
noted,
2-3
no?
सेकंड के लिए ही सही होता है.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
बाय सर. टाटा सर.
Thank you, sir.
Thank